Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Dawn of War 2 Elite Mod replay. Spawn on top side as the Farseer. We have Sostenes spawn on south side as the Apothecary. We have Papa Smurf. Please tell me he's gone for the Smurf colors. It's golden. I thought that is definitely not the ultramarine colors. I don't know why I found that really amusing because of when I was saying that. Definitely not the Smurf's color. But we do have now the Farseer capture the PowerPoint. PowerPoint being captured up by the Guardian squad as well. So it looks like the Farseer is eyeing for some early power play, maybe eyeing for some early Rangers, maybe an early Guardian weapons team. PowerPoint being activated and PowerPoint being activated here as well. So likely, we do got Howling Banshees on the field, but likely not going for any second Guardian squad.
Support structure complete.
Down south, the Apothecary and the Tactical Marine squads advancing on forward, trying to capture some points. Scout squad capturing this requisition point. Banshees moving around. Guardian squad will find the garrison. Not saying great, in my opinion, Dawn of War 2 garrisons are mostly there just to avoid melee combat. Not necessarily to actually fight from, because most garrisons not very good to fight from. We do have the Apothecary and now the Tactical Marine squad receiving a bit of fire there. We've got this Howling Banshees now charging forward, trying to get some good hits as well. Guardian squad does try to get the garrison once again, trying to avoid the Tactical Marine punches, because Tactical Marines do have decent punching there. But now got a Flamer here. That is an anti-garrison tool, but great hits there by the Apothecary, by the Howling Banshees. Flamer does get inside the garrison as well. Apothecary does fall back. May does go down right there. And now these Howling Banshees and the Farseer will be avoiding that region. Good ultra fire onto those Howling Banshees. And now we do have the Tactical Marine squad trying to pursue these Howling Banshees. Scouts capture the left flank. And now we've got the Howling Banshees push way forward once again, being upgraded the aspect of strength. Probably been a better good idea to go for another squad before getting the upgrades. Does have a Guardian weapon team, so maybe never mind. Guardian weapon team's now pushing way forward, trying to get set on up, trying to protect this power generator. Singular. And Tactical Marine squad does get suppressed there. You have two power generators for the Apothecary. And the Tactical Marine squad seeing a bit of fire there. Scout squad does find some melee hits there onto the Guardian weapon team. Scouts don't think they have the greatest melee hits. And now this Scout squad does see some fire and does get forced back. Howdy. Scout squad does fall back there, so does the Tactical Marine squad. Looks like they did get quite a bit of damage there onto the generator, and it's going to take time to repair it up. Very nice. Apothecary does get the point captured there, receives a nice special attack there, knocking out the Apothecary. Apothecary is down to almost half health. The Apothecary does heal himself up as well, but does fall back now. Down, receiving a lot of hits there. Howling Banshees are pretty good at pursuing retreating squads. Gets another hits there, 18 health, 17 health, 16 health, and those are no more additional hits there. Farseer, or not Farseer. Howling Banshees do fall back now.
We are losing a requisition point to the enemy.
We do have the Guardians teams advancing on forward. We do have this power node has been activated, and the Scouts capture the right flank. And the Guardians going to take time. Oh, that was repairing that wounded generator still. They just went in front of the power generator. Keeping the Guardian weapon team there may be a good idea, because with these sectors being captured up, he knows it's going to be attacked once again. Tactical Marine squad's going to advance on forward and will immediately get suppressed, but does not get immediately suppressed by that Guardian's weapon team. And it's going to take time to decapture that VP. Advancing a little bit farther forward to set up a better position like that is a good idea. And now we do have the Apothecary being upgraded with the Purification Rites. Another Guardian weapon team being pulled out of the field, and this Tactical Marine squad is soft retreating away. Over on the left side, we do have the Howling Banshees capturing the left flank. And the Tactical Marine Squad is receiving some fire there, as well as the Plasma Grenade. Does avoid the Plasma Grenade. And the Guardian Squad does fall, make us off straight away. But now we do have some Salt Marines on the field. The Salt Marines can at least displace that heavy weapons team, allowing the Tactical Marine Squad advance forward with their Flamer. Guardian's Weapon Team needs to fall back sooner rather than later. We got another Guardian's Weapon Team being set on up. Fires a good volley there onto the Salt Marines. Salt Marines eyes another jump there. Does knock back that Guardian's Weapon Team, forcing it back. Guardian Squad does fall back as well. And now the Flamer's going to make short work of those generators. Allied Base is charging forward, trying to capture some of these points. And one power generator will in fact go on down. Another one's being burned down. The heavy weapons team could advance on forward. Farseer is going to be trying to tie up the Tactical Marine Squad and melee, trying to stop those generators from being burned down. These forces are trying to push away from the Eldar forces, trying to push on forward once again. Salt Marines and Apothecary trying to stop the Farseer. The Farseer has been upgraded to Armor Fortune. You can see that blue aura glow there now. We do now have the heavy weapons team sitting on up, heavy weapons team sitting on up, and these forces do get suppressed. We do now have the combat stimulant equipment being upgraded for the Apothecary as well. Purification Rice gives them knockback heals as well as a bit of damage. Does avoid the Plasma Grenade there at going very, very snail pace. And oh, he has the combat stimulant equipment queued up. We need tier 2 for that. I forgot about that. More like I didn't really know in the first place, because I always forget which upgrades need what level. I just assume that if somebody's getting the upgrade, they already have the required research for it. Requisition point being captured on up. Down south, we do have the guard Howling Banshees falling back. My apologies. Still recovering from a cold. It's more because of season allergies, but still. Guardian's Weapon Team's advancing up forward. Guardian's Weapons Team is going to cover the Guardian's Weapons Team. Assault Marines could jump on forward. They have enough energy to jump. Guardian Squad does get a knockback there by the knockback heals of the Apothecary. Apothecary is now falling back. Combat stimulant equipment is almost upgraded. Apothecary will escape out over 100 health remaining, and the Tactical Marine Squad will fall back with plenty of health remaining as well. Just the extra suppression was causing a bit of issues.
We are losing a requisition point to the enemy.
More cautiously now, human scouts.
Over here, Guardians Squads are advancing forward. You got the Guardians with teams as well. Oh, just throw a plasma grenade on top of the building. Not sure how much damage that does to a building. Probably not that great. Tactical Marine Squad and Assault Marines advancing forward. The Farseer is going to try to decapture that VP. And its point is severely damaged, but not destroyed. We do got a Falcon being employed on the field. I'm for a bit of a light skirmisher, or skimmer, I should say.
Generator operational.
And now the Guardian Squad is going to be falling back, trying to avoid this additional fire.
We have the requisition point.
The
weapons teams rotating around, trying to find a better angle to set on up. They're both being sitting up in that region. Does see a bit of fire there from the Guardian's Weapon Team. Assault Marines do jump on forward. There's other heavy weapons teams in the region. The Assault Marines do have enough energy for another jump there. And they do manage to do another jump there as well, knocking back the heavy weapons team. The other weapon team instead of soft retreat, now a full retreat, and it still actually has all the models still up. Power generators getting some great damage there, taking out both those power generators. Last one now under fire. The Tactical Marine Squad is out of range of the heavy weapons team, and now we do got the Falcon pushing its way forward, trying to knock around this Tactical Marine Squad. But all generators have been bashed, just leaving the point to be deactivated.
Deploying the Bright Lance cannon.
You now have a Bright Lance cannon being upgraded. He does have a Dreadnought on the field, but the Farseer is currently running away from it. And the Dreadnought's been upgraded to multi-melt That's a little bit overkill against vehicles. He really wants that Falcon dead. Got the Singing Spear being upgraded now. Farseer has quite a bit of fire there. Farseer does go down to the multi-nota. Bright Lance sitting on up, sitting up does fire a shot there in the Dreadnought now.
Adding warp generator.
Over here at the Howling Banshees do finish off all those power generators. No X-Arc leader onto them just yet.
From above.
If you do have extra spare power generators over here, it was decaptured for a time, but the Apothecary does get a bit extra power now. Now Banshees are just trying to run away from those forces.
No need for haste. The time for speed.
Enemy space marines are
Apothecary Marine Squad trying to avoid fire from the Howling Banshees, trying to get inside this garrison. Does get inside that garrison there. Bright Lance not firing away, does receive some suppression before entering on in. The garrison itself could potentially be sieged down. But right now the Apothecary Marine Squad is receiving a lot of fire. Apothecary Marine Squad does fully withdraw from the region, trying to avoid any additional fire. We'll receive a lot of fire in retreat. Guardian Squad is now sort of soft retreating away. In the middle, we do have the Farseer. The Singing Spear is a heavy melee weapon, which does 110 piercing damage at range as well. Not bad. So it's just a straight damage weapon. No fancy ability. We do have a fresher webway assembly here, or webway gate, I should say. And Howling Banshees is going to be eyeing for this VP now.
Cautiously now.
Point is being rebuilt now. We do have the Assault Squad with the Sergeant and the Melta Bomb research. And we do also have the Dreadnought now. Seeing some fire there from the Farseer. Farseer is trying to jump up forward. Getting some good damage there. Bright Lance is firing away. Bright Lance does get that melee by that Assault Marine Squad. Good knockback heal onto the Assault Marines, which knocked back the Bright Lance. And we have the Armor of Fortune now activate onto the Farseer there, but she does full withdraw from the region. Assault Marines seem to put some fire there. It needs to fall back now, and the Falcon does in fact go down now. Right Lord now put on the field as well, and that Guardian's Weapon team gets destroyed. A lot of losses there for the Farseer, but the Howling Banshees are now chucking these points and doesn't triple capture in his favor. The Apothecary does have more VPs than his opponent, but it is going to be ever so shrinking down.
Strategic location spotted.
We trust in your guidance.
Plasma grenade thrown onto the power generator. And now we've got the Tactical Marine Squad gave Warsome back. Howling Farseer now trying to decapture this point. We've got the Guardian's Weapon team and the Wraith Lord advancing forward. The Wraith Lord's not being upgraded anything just yet. We go for a Bright Lance against a multi-melted Dreadnought. It may be a good idea to go for Bright Lance, because this is an anti-vehicle tool. Though if the Dreadnought gets tied up in melee, that's actually good for the Wraith Lord. And there is the Bright Lance upgrade now. Banshees receives a bit of fire there and does fall back, receiving some good hits on retreat. Our node now receiving some repairs. Got another webway gate over here. Very, very good. Farseer should maintain very good mobility from now on, assuming these webway gates do not get spotted.
Prepare to lead your systems.
We do have a fire dragon has been pulled on the field. Maybe I'm going inside the webway now. Not sure what exactly doing. And over here, we do got the Scout Squad getting some damage there on the Howling Banshees. Howling Banshees do force back the Scout Squad, which is currently completely unupgraded. We haven't seen much of them actually this game. They mostly just go around capturing some points. Now we've got these forces advancing forward. Missile launcher upgrade there onto the Tactical Marine Squad. And it's actually bound for a second Scout Squad. There's 2 Scout Squads on the field, will be good capping pressure. Then we need to get the Sergeant upgrade to get the self-detection to help see those webways. Wraith Lord advancing forward, trying to get some good hits there. Both the Tactical Marine Squad also in the region. It's not going to be a great engagement there for the Wraith Lord. Motor Bomb does connect as well. Dreadnought finds some hits there. The Wraith Lord maybe just sent to his death. We're seeing mass amounts of fire there. Does type the Dreadnought up in melee. Bright Lance not here to support. Missile does find a good hit there onto the Wraith Lord. We do also got the Apothecary's Singing Spear hitting the Assault Marines. Bright Lance does go down. Or gets jumped on. And there goes the Dreadnought. Bright Lance now fully withdrawing from the region. So both sides have lost their vehicle. But overall, I'll still say the Apothecary is still in a better position because the Farseer has a Guardian Weapon team while his opponent has just 2 scouts for capping pressure. The Assault Marines are still going to be useful. Does get inside the garrison right there, and the Assault Marines do fall back now.
Generator is smashed. Guardians have come up here. Our reinforcements are here. Human scouts!
Our generator is now being hacked apart. We do have the webway gate over here being utilized.
Strategic location spotted.
This point can easily be deactivated now. And over here, looks like the scouts are engaged in the Howling Banshees. Going for some shotguns wouldn't be half bad. Get some knockback. And the point does get deactivated now. Fire Dragons eyeing to capture that point, and the Bright Lance heading to the center. The Apothecary does have 500 red points. You could go for tier 3. Don't want to bring in his Orbital Strike. One has a small reserve of red points. Both sides could. I'm not really a big fan of Eldar tier 3, though in this current situation, Seer Council would not be half bad. Does jump on top of the Bright Lance there, knocking him back. That Bright Lance needs to fall back immediately. Librarians advancing forward, getting some great hits there. The Bright Lance may in fact get wiped out. Farseer getting some good hits there on the Tactical Marine Squad. Bright Lance does manage to escape on out of there. Fire Dragons and the Guardian Squad advancing forward. Of course, there is the Exarch leader with the Flamethrower. Got a global ability now activated for the Apothecary. The Assault Marines are severely wounded. Howling Banshees do fall back. Something called, I think it's a drop pod of Tactical Marines, I should say. Nope, just reinforcements. Now these forces going to be eyeing for more gen bashing. Tier 3 will not be restricted by the Farseer. I still believe Seer Council wouldn't be half bad. I'm just not a big fan of Avatar, and Fire Prisms are just a little bit situational. They're okay, but not that great in my opinion. Fire Drainers, some of them are starting to go on down. Fire Drainer trying to get some hits there as well, and does manage to save this Power Generator. They could use the Guardian Squads to repair up that generator as well. On the left side, Howling Banshees on the Bright Lights just trying to capture that point. Banshees do force back the Scout Squad. Assault Marines do see a bit of fire there. It does jump on top of these horses, getting a good knockback there. Loads of carcasses while at it, and the Guardian Squad does fall back. Fire Dragons trying to type the Apothecary melee. It's not great. They need a full withdrawal right now. They're great special attack there by the Farseers. Definitely see the Fire Dragons. Assault Marines have seen quite a bit of fire there. Apothecary still has plenty of health. It does jump away there. Farseer will need to fall back sooner rather than later. Good special attack there by the Apothecary. And the Farseer does go ahead and fall on back. Bright Lance capture up that requisition point there. We do have the Scout Squad decapturing the VP now. The VP is in favor for the Eldar by a small margin. Just double capture against them. Soon just be a single capture.
No need for haste.
Bright Lance receiving some fire there, and now the Howling Banshees is going to charge their way forward.
Behold our new possession. We stand.
Adding warp generator.
Scout Squad advancing forward, so is the Librarian. We do got the Guardian Squad and the Fire Dragon Squad. Doing some good damage there on the Tactical Marine Squad.
Generator operation.
We do have a fresh Farseer Council on the field. We got a fresh Dreadnought as well. He still has access to the Fire Dragons as well as the Bright Lance. Bright Lance is over here. And he's going to try to draw in the Dreadnought into the Bright Lance. Assault Marine Squad does advance forward, does draw some fire there. Dreadnought obviously is there, and does jump on top of the Bright Lance as well, forcing back. Fire Dragon's falling back as well, so is the Guardian Squad. Farseer does go in and fall on back. And Seer Council just sort of capture up the flanks as well.
Our reinforcements are here.
Scouts trying to capture this right VP point. And got some good reinforcements over here. Down south, Dreadnoughts has not been repaired up just yet, but it still has plenty of health to deal with. Webway Gate has been utilized over on the right flank, camouflaging forward. This may alert that there's a Webway Gate there in the ref region. Not because of the camouflage, but more like that angle they're attacking from. Tactical Marine Squad does have the missile launcher upgrade. We've seen some fire there. Eventually shot the face from the Assault Marines. Fire Dragon still gets some hits there onto the Dreadnought. Bright Lance does get hit as well. And Bright Lance does fall back. Fire Dragon's trying to run away from the Assault Marines. But I think the Fire Dragon at this point needs to fall back. Seems there's a bit too much fire there. Fire Dragon Squad is still alive, but barely. But it does go fully wiped out right there.
One of our structures is being attacked.
A lot of losses there for the Farseer. She even lost her Howling Banshees in one of these engagements. Those the Howling Banshees may went down right there. You have Seer Council region. The Farseer may be able to deal with the Dreadnought herself. Assault Marines are trying to engage these Seer Council. Seer Council does see the knockback heal there from the Apothecary, and we do got the Seer Council, or the Farseer getting forced back by that Dreadnought. Seer Council now fully withdrawing from the reach as well, and now we do got a Fire Prison bullet being applied on the field.
Marines are claiming a victory objective. The enemy wishes to shut our Webway Gate.
Webway Gate will go down. This one has been destroyed. This one has not been spotted just yet.
Send forth a warlock to lead our guardians.
We will stand against any enemy. The time for speed has passed.
At full speed.
Fire Prison has been put on the field, probably ready to engage that Dreadnought at range. Dreadnought has no upgrades at the moment. And now we've got the Tactical Marine Squad getting forced back thanks to the Seer Council. Seer Council has not been fully reinforced.
There is the victory objective. Engage in melee.
And now the Seer Council does fall back.
We are losing a power node to the enemy.
We have all the power generators still here. This one still has not been repaired on up, severely damaged. And now the Fire Prison is not advancing forward. I'm going to recapture this VP over here. This VP is being recaptured by the Librarian.
We have succeeded in our objective.
Now the Apothecary is going for tier 3, has a mass reserve of requisition.
With haste.
We have 100 points remaining.
Submarines do find a good jump there onto the Guardian Squad, knock them back. No retreat from them just yet. I heard the grenade ability. Looks like the Seer comes out to see quite a bit of damage there from the Scout Squad, who have been upgraded with the Sergeant. And now the Submarine Squad may receive some fire there. Great hit there by the Fire Prison. He could jump forward for a Melt Bomb, though he does not have enough energy for that, does he? Jumping out forward. Tactical Marine Squad does find a receive a hit there. Bright Lance now firing away. Bright Lance does fall back in time. The Fire Prism may find another shot there onto the Assault Marine Squad.
One of our generators is under attack.
Mortars there on these power generators. The Dreadnought's a little bit exposed to these ground infantry forces. Does get another good hit there onto that power generator. Bright Lights does find some hits there. Guardian Squad finds some hits. And his power point will be deactivated and he will erect a Excel's file.
We have lost the structure to the enemy.
Power point's deactivated. He does get a good hit there onto those Assault Marines on their retreat. Assault Marines now advance forward, trying to get some good hits there. Nug Bomb does connect. Hydrants firing away. Guardian Squads are just constantly firing away. The Assault Marine Squad does see the heal there. Very, very wounded. Missile does connect on the Fire Prism. Fire Prism needs to start hitting that Tactical Marine Squad. Assault Marines do jump on in, knocking back these forces. Does roll another miss there with that Fire Prism. And Missile does connect over there, so the Fire Prism is a little bit safe from any additional AT fire, especially when they're falling back.
Their emperor has twisted their body and soul. The enemy has engaged me.
Farseer and the Dreadnought trying to engage each other once again, but so far the Farseer was lost the last fight. But this time she does have a Fire Prism support.
Enemy Space Marines are claiming a victory.
Dreadnought will likely go down. Bright Lights does find a hit there as well. And the Farseer herself goes down while engaging that Dreadnought. We're starting to advance on forward. He has lost one of the scout squads. His current scout squad does have to start an upgrade, so it may have lost the other one. This force gets good damage on in. Guardian weapon team. Bright Lance does fall back. Zero Council does fall back there.
We are assembled.
It is time to add to our war panoply.
And no additional power generators have been put out in this region. Looks like the Farseer is deeming she has enough power for the rest of the game.
We are assembled.
So no VPs being captured on up. There's not a VPs remaining for either side. But right now the Farseer is on lower tickets.
We are assembled.
As soon as there's going to be a triple capture against the Farseer, which is going to really count down against her. Fire Prism advancing forward. Will potentially find an angle on this Tactical Marine Squad. Does get a good hit there. Now the Tactical Marine Squad is falling on back. You have now these forces advancing forward. Does go pull out Squad of Terminators, so no orbital strike. You may still have enough red points for an orbital strike. Yes, he does. The Farseer is pretty close to Eldritch Storm. Guardian Squad does get knocked back there. Zero Council trying to engage on him. Do now have the Librarian getting a good cast there as well. And Zero Council is fully withdrawing from the region as well. We do have now these Assault Marines who jump forward to get some good damage there.
This is most unfortunate.
And the triple capture against the Eldar player was enough to seal the deal. This is Anagrid saying thank you for watching and on to the next replay.